Madam President, I rise for a point of personal privilege.
The senator has the floor.
I've just got a couple of thoughts. I was not going to say anything, but I've been inspired. And, there's one night a year that I watch a network called MSNBC. One night a year. And you know what? In November of this past year, MSNBC touted that their rates spiked like they've never seen before. And you know why it was? It was people like me turned in to watch the hysteria and the crying and the outrageous, outlandish commentary that we see on MSNBC whenever anything nationally happens that they don't like. We love it. You know what? Donald J. Trump won. He is president of the United States. Get over it. Cry me a river if you want, but I'm not persuaded that the world is coming to an end or the earth is going to stop spinning on the axis upon which it's spinning. You know, I heard my friend from Fairfax, Southern Fairfax, Eastern Fairfax, Middle Fairfax, Southwest, Eastern, Central Fairfax, cite the president's actions. And you know what? Medicaid, all right? We can spin up people's fear if you want. You can spin it up if you want, but it's not helping anybody, particularly the people who rely on Medicaid benefits by spinning up their fear. Everybody knows if you just look at what has happened, there's no interruption of Medicaid benefits. Nobody is going to have their Medicaid benefits interrupted. You can complain and disagree, but let's check in over the next week and tell me whether you're aware of a single person whose Medicaid benefits have been interrupted, and I predict the answer to that will be no. And if you're looking for somebody to blame about what's going on in Washington across the river, I submit that maybe we ought to be looking at the folks who were running the last White House, okay? And maybe some of my friends in the Fourth Estate who were complicit in the efforts to cover up the ability of the last president to actually run the country. And it worked for a long, long time until it didn't work. And then when it didn't work, my friends nationally, of course, nobody here I would suggest is responsible for this, they chose the worst presidential candidate in modern American history. And there was no opportunity for grassroots Democrats to get out there and try and find somebody who was actually going to be able to take the fight across the country. This is a case of needing to take a look in the mirror by Democrats across the country, because I would respectfully submit that the policies that were pursued over the course of the past 4 years were policies that the American people roundly rejected. It's the economy, stupid, quoting one of my favorite Democratic consultants. You know, nobody seems to realize that people care about what is happening to their budget on a day-to-day, weekly, monthly, annual basis. I mean, here we are down here in Richmond looking for ways to tack on to people's utility bills left and right in order to pursue a green economy, Green New Deal kind of act here in Virginia that is going to cost Virginians somewhere in the neighborhood of $15 billion over the next 10 years. At some point, Virginians are going to pop up and start saying, no more, no more. We're not going to take it any longer. We are looking for ways that are going to add to the burden of Virginians by adding new tax requirements, new financial burdens to fund well-intentioned social programs, and you know what? People just want to take home more of their hard-earned dollars. I respectfully submit that we ought to be getting about our business, not spinning up the national hysteria over what's going on across the river. President Trump won this election. He's going to be president for the next 4 years, whether you like it or not. And I'm here to tell you that the hysteria is just that. It is meme-worthy. And we all enjoy taking a look at some of the memes from back in 2016 when Donald Trump was elected president. And some of the caterwauling I'm hearing these days is reminiscent of what I saw back in 2016. So I look forward to spending the next few weeks trying to address the problems that normal working Virginians are concerned about. Pocketbook issues, trying to make sure that they're able to support their family, making sure that we don't cause them more financial distress. So, Madam President, I thank the members for indulging me.